Okay.
What's up, everybody? Cowboy Trump version of Freaky Friday.
The
Sip
freakiest
Porter,
Friday.
he be back probably Monday. So what's up Monday or maybe Sunday because he traveling with his son, so it ain't gonna be on too long. What's up, Uncensored?
What's going on, brother? Not much.
Uh,
Not
how was
much.
your day, man?
It's been a hell of a day. Yeah, fucking exhausted, but we get through it. Get to the
Yep,
next one.
yep. And we now the countdown is over with. Training camp start. All the talking, they can stop now. It's
Oh,
all about.
it's gonna ramp up for real now, man.
Yeah, it's all about forget about what player doing good all season, what player got the best chance to have a good season. It's all about put up or shut up now.
Yeah, now, you get ready for the highlight videos, man.
Oh yeah, man. That's another thing, man. You're gonna be so many people doing their little posts, videos. What's up, Jay Graham? Yeah, yeah, gonna be so many people posting different videos. So all those workout videos, yeah, all that
They
crap
co-
ain't gonna matter now.
they coming.
Yeah, they coming. So man, like I said, I'm not gonna be on it too long. Not like normally I'd be 3 or 4 hours. So I ain't gonna, like I said, ain't gonna hold you too long. Um, First question: what you think about with T.J. Watts signing his contract? Do you think Parson want the same, or do you think he want more money?
Parsons is gonna want $1 more than TJ Watt.
Mm,
And when I say $1 more, that might be in their terms. I'm saying $1 in everybody everyday people terms. So a
mm,
dollar more might be 500,000 more a year. Half a million a year more is basically probably what he's aiming for. But I was talking to Fifth earlier. We were texting back and forth. I said, "Do you guys now realize that you got 60 million in Dak, 30 million in CD? You about to put
no, no, no,
42,
35,
30,
35,
35
35.
million CD. You put 20 million in the OSA. You got Parsons that want to be paid. They just paid what's his name? Just paid their guard, I think Kansas City or something like that. Just paid their
Mm-hmm,
guard. Now you're gonna have Smith at $25 million a year.
mm-hmm.
You gotta play pay Bland. Your kicker's probably gonna be $9 million a year. The best kicker in the league. And
And
so now, how you gonna resign Pickens?
good question. That's a
And you
damn
got
good question.
and you got Ferguson up this year. You got to make a decision on him.
Well, you know what? If they would have drafted Ty Warren, you would just let Ferguson go. But like I
You
said,
you
I understand by them.
you could have traded Ferguson this year.
Yeah, you could have,
Yeah,
or or like I said, it's too late to trade Parsons
yeah,
because he's a he's a big part of the defense.
yeah. I don't see. I can't remember the last time you had high profile player of Parsons caliber. Not even saying on the field, but like just celebrity status, like big name,
Mm-hmm.
traded during training camp. I can't remember the last one. I'm pretty
Mm,
sure
yeah,
there's been one in the last 5, 10 years, but I can't call it off the top of my head.
yeah, but yeah, I agree with you, Grant. I don't see them bringing Pickens back, and to me, that still was to me that was a stupid trade. You
Yeah,
giving up?
Champ. Sorry to cut you off, but
Great, great.
I heard something today, and I don't know if Jay or somebody in the chat got time. I don't have my computer with me, but is it true that CeeDee Lamb has played in 4 playoff games and only has 1 touchdown? Is that true?
Whoa,
Because
Ooh.
if that is true, we need to have another conversation about CD Lamb and his playoff status.
Oh man. Let
Now
me
I know
think.
I
Shoot.
know Dak Prescott is a problem with that.
I'm trying
But
to think, man. Okay.
you talk about your number one $35 million wide receiver that averages a quarter of a touchdown a game in the playoffs. I'm curious.
I'm definitely curious. Wait a minute. Here come Cowboys corner.
Maybe Corner knows. I don't know.
What's the
What's up,
word,
corner?
bird?
What's going on, Corner?
How you
Oh,
doing,
not
sir?
shit. Just got done eating dinner. Fifth ain't going live tonight?
No, he traveling with his sons.
Traveling?
Yep.
Well, shit.
Yep. He doing the daddy duty thing.
I
Hey,
get it.
family first, man.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Say, yeah, ex corner. Maybe corner
Hey,
might know.
hey, Corner, I heard somewhere today. I can't remember because I just had my earpiece in and I was just listening to video after video on YouTube. But somebody said that CD Lamb has played in 4 playoff games. He's only scored 1 touchdown in 4 playoff games.
That's probably accurate.
And I know Dak Prescott got he's probably 85% of that reason, but I was like,
So,
damn.
Terrence Williams is the number 2 wide receiver. Terrence Williams is the first Cowboy since Michael Irvin to score 2 back-to-back playoff touchdowns in one game.
Really?
It's usually the number 2 guys because the number 1 guys are getting shut down in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true, but
Yeah, that is true.
the big guys still find a way to get in the end zone.
But CeeDee Lamb ain't the big guy.
He's supposed to be. Shit. They paid him 35 million a year, like he is the big guy.
What's up,
Yeah.
Nate Dogg?
I'm gonna look into it. I don't have my computer and stuff. I just got off work, so I'm gonna
So
look
what y'all want
into
to do?
it
Y'all want to?
and just see.
How long you be live, champs?
I'm going to probably about 9:30. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, like I was asking since earlier, do you think by T.J. Watts signing that contract, do you think Parson want more?
No, there's nothing that says he deserves more. You can want more. Is he going to get more? No. He can want more, but he ain't going to get more. Absolutely not.
I don't
This
think he's.
ain't Myles Garrett gets 40, TJ Watt gets 41, Micah Parsons gets 42. That's not the way this shit works, Micah. Your ass is going to get fucking 40 and a half, and you're going to sit your ass there, and you're going to be happy.
I would normally agree with you, but over the last couple of years, it used to be a quarterback thing. Next man up always topped the next one, and the other positions got paid off of value. But they turned this shit into the next man up. No matter what position, the next guy in free agency gets the next dollar value,
So
especially the
you
big
say
names.
the
Big names.
Bengals guy, you think he gets 42 then?
Hawkinson, Hitchison, I mean, whatever his
Yeah,
name is,
Hendrickson.
Henderson. I mean, he's led the league over the last 2 years in sacks. I don't see why he wouldn't go in there trying to be the top out. Over the last 2 years, nobody's had more sacks than him. So I don't see why he wouldn't go in there asking to be the top paid guy.
Diana, get my tablet so I can Google this CeeDee Lamb shit.
Somebody just said it. I just threw it out there. I didn't know whether or not somebody had discussed it in the past. That's
No.
it's just a random question.
Okay, the next question. By Jerry Jones finding Diggs for 100,000, do you think that's going to be a distraction starting next week?
I don't think it's a distraction. Like I think that they probably had some conversation with him before they got to the point of finding him. Now I don't know what the details are. Like, do you need to check in every couple days or once a week to check in on your recovery? And he's missing those type of visits or something like that. or if the Cowboys just got a hard, you have to rehab with us. But at some point in time, they had to have a conversation with him, like, "Hey, if you don't change this, we're going to end up finding you." And Diggs must have been okay with that decision, saying, "I'm going
Mhm.
to continue to rehab away because our training staff sucks.
Yeah, you know
It
what?
is fucking horrible."
And that's why I'm wondering. Because you know what? 'Cause if he did stay away to rehab on his own and get another opinion besides Cowboys, their medical staff, I don't blame him
Yeah, and
because
he might go. You know what? It's worth the $500,000 to get better with my team than it is with the coaching with the
Mhm.
current Cowboys team.
Yeah,
I mean, if he made that educated decision, but I guarantee you, they didn't just wake up on a random Monday and say, "Hey, have you seen Diggs?" And they go, "No." Okay, fine him $500,000. They've reached out to him probably multiple times, like, "Hey, you need to check in on this, or we need to get you evaluated. We need to make sure you're on track and all of this other stuff." And he's probably been either ignored them or they told him to come in and and rehab with them, and he said he didn't want to do it. And they probably said, "Well, we're going to end up finding you," and he was okay. Do what you got to do.
the corner you still there? Corner going off. Okay, but yeah, man. You know what? That's what I think. I think Diggs hurt Jerry's ego, man.
He probably did.
That's
I mean,
why he like.
there are players that have done a whole lot worse and got away with a whole lot more than somebody who's working out and rehabbing. Now, like I said, if it's like, "Hey, you need to check in so that we can make sure you're on track for recovery," and he told him no, or he's missing just check-ins, then that's a whole nother story. But if they're fining him just because he decided to use his own doctors, I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, 'cause I've seen now since all the different Cowboy players doing their little workout videos. He's the only one that I've seen in the weight room.
Diggs.
Yeah,
So that means is he at the Cowboys facility doing it,
that I
or
don't know. That I don't know. Hey, corner, I have a question for you. So, do you think that by Jerry finding Diggs 400,000, do you think that's going to be a distraction starting
No,
out?
it ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be a distraction. It just makes Jerry look like a bigger asshole.
100%?
Because I don't know if you guys watched my video or not, but I made a video about it, and
That's what I got. That's where I got it from. I saw your
and
video.
so whenever he had to be there at least 78% of the time in order not to be fined. So I don't know if his number was 50%, 20%. You know, he was in the building for OTAs and stuff, but it's the period of a totality of time that did not meet 78% or better in order for him to not be fined. So, but when you look at the injury history, I mean, Joe just gave me props on the last Frisker report because I was talking about Jabril Cox and Michael Gallup and Terrence Steele and these guys. John Stevens Jr. got hurt again. Overshown got hurt again. So I've been talking about these guys not really being able to get back on track to where they were. They usually get hurt again, or they're not the same player because of Britt Brown and Daniel Cooper, the doctor, right? So when you look at the report card that I put up on video when Fifth showed me the tweet about Trayvon, it's a horrible report card. That's a pure reflection on Jerry Jones. Pure reflection. And so it just makes Jerry Jones looks like a bigger asshole because he knows that his players need more physical therapists in there, need more waiting room, need more training staff, need more strength and conditioning, and yet he fails every year and year out to provide that for his players. Trayvon Diggs said, "Fuck you. I'm going to Florida. This is my motherfucking knee. This is what I do for a living. I'm going to do it on my own." And maybe $500,000 was worth it for him.
That's my opinion too.
I agree.
I think they went up to him and said, "Yo, you." I don't think he missed like one day, and they were like, "Oh, you missed it," and they fined him. They probably went up to him and was like,
Hey,
"Yo,
look, man,
you gotta be here."
What's up,
What?
Fifth Quarter?
Hello, my bad.
Man, talking
No,
to the $40
no,
hollers out there.
no, but I think they went up to him and was like, "Yo, we want you here more and stuff like that." And Diggs probably made the decision that he can get better rehab on his own than at the facility. And as long as he made that conscious decision, aware of the fine, I got
Oh,
no issue with it.
it's 80%, 84% of his workouts, not 78%.
Yeah.
Hey, Fair Quarter, what's up, man?
What it do? What it do?
Okay, I know you with the family, but two quick questions. The first one, by TJ Watts getting his contract, do you think Parson want more money than him?
I mean, every agent gonna shoot for more, regardless. But do I think it'll be like something that's way crazier than him? Nah, but you know they gonna aim for more. That's how it works, you know. I think they probably gonna aim for about 43, 44. But in a text the other day, Corner said he think they might match, and I kind of agree with that. They probably might match, but like I say, I think they'll definitely go back and forth with more. You know, trying to get more, but they might end up matching. But if I had to put my money on it, he'd probably be around 43 million a year, probably.
Hey, I got a question to expand on that topic. Who do you guys think is the holdup? Is it on a Parsons side trying to play the field and wait for some of these other guys to get signed, or you think it's Jerry? Because Jerry
always
made Jerry made an offer to Parsons. I know he did it around his agent.
I think it's them. I think Jerry got a number don't want to budge, and I think they got a number don't want to budge, and they just ain't met in the middle yet.
So you think it's a little bit of both, but primary Jerry.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, but Parsons ain't finna take no pennies. You know, he was talking that crap about team friendly deal. His agent probably told him, "Man, you crazy. We're not doing that." I think it's a little bit of both. They both got numbers. I think those numbers have to be different now because of TJ Watt. I just think that's how it goes. But I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think one person is controlling the whole thing. I think it's both. Oh wait, for anybody else answer. Nate Dawson at Corner really opened my eyes about listen, Corner been talking about that for so many years. It ain't just started with Trayvon.
Right.
If you watch back in the day, Corner was talking about this with the hamstrings with players that ain't even
Oh
on
my
the
God, Jason Garrett hamstrings, bro.
Oh, yeah, and then now you got ACLs.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'd rather have a hamstring. Shit.
Corner literally been talking about this for years, bro. It's literally. Even if the training staff is different, he was still talking about it.
What are they doing where players are getting a consistent same injury? Like under Jason Garrett, it was a hamstring every single fucking week. And now it's ACLs every week.
So here's why it's ACLs. And here's why it's oh my goodness. What's the injury when you pop the Achilles, all right? Yeah.
Achilles, yeah.
So you'll see a lot of ACL, you'll see a lot of Achilles. Here's why, guys. The CBA has totally fucked these players. And too many days off, light practice, light weight room, it's sissified, as 1980 would say. So whenever you can stretch and stretch and stretch, but whenever it's time for you to do the workload, it on artificial turf. Keep that in mind too. On artificial turf, when it's time to do that workload, Danny Savage in the house.
What's up?
It is hard. It is hard for those muscles and everything to gain that momentum, to stay warm, to stay ready, to stay hot. And when it doesn't go hot, it goes pop. And that's what it is. Artificial turf mixed in with sissified CBA.
Are we seeing this across the league?
No.
I know we focus mainly on Dallas, but is it happening universally across the league?
Look at that linebacker with the 49ers. He walked through the huddle and popped his Achilles.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers popped his Achilles.
Greenlaw did that in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you look at this shit. You look at the ACLs. There's a lot of players that go down with ACLs every year, and a lot of it has to do with sitting for so long and then going to go play.
You
That's
think
what
it
it is.
also you think
On
it also has
artificial
to do
turf.
think it also has to do with the way they train? They don't train for flexibility.
But yeah,
It's just all
yeah,
all
it's
weightlifting
weight
and
room
going
and
forward.
protein. Yeah,
Yeah.
And they don't even hit no more either in practice.
No.
right. It's all sissified.
Well, the
Yeah.
owners in the last CBA, that was the one thing the players were complaining about was they didn't want to practice this much. But the owners was like, all right, well, give us 2% more of the revenue, and then you guys don't have to practice as much.
And
It
now
was the same thing with the discipline. They were like, well, we're leader Roger Goodell discipline, but take less money or some shit like that. It was the owners just care about the money. They don't care about all that other shit.
and then I mean and then look at the penalties that the offensive linemen they making just simple false starts. That's part of not practicing
Hey,
discipline.
hey, real quick before I get out of here, I just got a question.
Yeah, go
Well,
ahead.
it's not really a question, but look at the urgency Jerry put on finding somebody that just wanted to get their body right versus somebody like Turpin who needs to be disciplined for what he did.
Yeah.
Look at the urgency he put on that versus not just Turpin. I don't want to just pick on Turpin. Any situation with players. Look at the urgency he put on one of his guys that just was trying to look out what best for his body that's going to benefit the team. Who didn't get arrested, didn't do nothing. Literally just got himself right in a different way. $500K.
You know why though?
Somebody get in trouble, don't do nothing. Tell me why.
So I just found this out from Dallas Morning News. All right. Trayvon has been vocal about his concerns with the training staff and the medical staff. That's why he chose to do it. And he made it vocal with media. Jerry did not like that. Jerry
That's the
likes to keep
shut up
things
fine.
in-house. So that's the shut up fine. I just seen that on Dallas Morning News.
That's the shut
Wow.
up fine.
Wow,
That's the contempt of cop fine right there.
that's terrible.
Jerry and his ego. That's the problem with this team since '96.
Yeah. Hey, I was listening to y'all strings back on my way back from vacation. The one thing people are failing to mention with Turpin is legally not allowed to own a firearm. He was convicted of domestic violence. He pled guilty. Legally, in 50 states in the United States, he is not allowed to even own a gun.
Oh yeah, when you're back at TCU.
It all depends on if the case is active or not. If the case is settled, you can get your firearm back.
No. He would have to be pardoned in order to get back. When you get convicted of domestic violence, you cannot own a gun for the rest of your life.
I would also think a restraining order has to be involved, and majority of states I think only two. I could be wrong, but there's only like 2 states where they expire. They have an expiration.
So
Yeah, Kansas is 5 years. Kansas is 5 years.
There's 2 things. One, that's the restriction on owning a gun is a federal law, so it bypasses all the states. 2, a restraining order restricts you from purchasing a firearm while you're on that restraining order. But the federal law against once you plead guilty to domestic violence, you are barred from owning a gun for the rest of your life. You can get it back by getting pardoned, but that's the only way you can restore your right
Or
to own
getting
a gun.
expunged, I would think.
Yeah,
You know
expunged
what I'm saying?
too. Yeah,
I think an expungement though takes 7 years from the date of the incident. I could be wrong.
the 7 years from the time you're off papers. So whatever crime you committed, 7 years after you no longer are under jurisdiction.
And you want to hear the most craziest part about the expungement? Yo, I've seen dudes lay out crazy money for attorneys. Get the expungement. You get one NCIC, it still pops up.
Yeah. It just depends on whether or not they clean the book, because there's multiple systems. I think Texas got 3 of them, 3 systems that they run your name through, fingerprints and all of that stuff.
That's crazy.
I think so.
Nevada has 2. I know that.
So in Texas, the only way you can't have certain firearms is if you're convicted of a felony, not domestic violence.
Look up the federal law.
Corner.
But the state and federal is two different things.
Corner.
Everything goes through federal background check before
The
you
state will only enforce federal if the federal wants to come to the state and enforce it.
Hey, Corner.
What's up?
I came through Wichita the other day.
4 hours away from a pimp, and you didn't even say what's up.
I didn't have time. I had to go to Odessa. I didn't have time.
He had a passenger, man. He couldn't stop.
This man went straight to the 35 and didn't say hi.
I didn't have time, bro.
He was on his way to the 40, man. Leave him alone.
I told Free, I said, man, I wish I had time to stop and holler at Corner, man.
I'm 4 hours away from Wichita.
Yeah, I had to just ride. I was headed to Odessa, man. I ain't have time, bro. I had to go to Odessa. Yeah, I was headed to Odessa, then Austin. I was pushing.
Well, you were moving.
Yeah, it was a rough week, man. I came home and shot straight down to Orange Beach, Alabama. So that's where me and my kids at right now.
Got your Roll Tide t-shirt on, huh?
Never in life. Florida Gators, man.
That's a Gator fan.
Oh no, he's roll tie.
Never, man. I would never.
All about the Tide. He was saying it the other day.
You're a liar.
Rolling.
No. Hey, Corner. I saw they signed your boy, the other defensive end.
Oh yeah, Donovan Ezeraku is signed. All right.
He is, bro. He's small.
Oh, he's small. Absolutely. We talked about that on the Frisco report.
I watched it. Good.
Okay, since you brought him up, with him and Parsons, do you think it makes sense the Cowboys run a 3-4 defense?
No, sir.
Who's going to play nose tackle?
Yeah, that's an issue. I mean, if you had the guys, I wouldn't be against it, but we'd be looking to have to do it this draft, I would think.
I'll run right up the middle. If you get in the 3-4 and
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I'm training camp interviews is on Sunday. All right. Monday and Tuesday. And then so on and so forth. All right. Listen to Matt Eberflus when he talks. If you hear the word multiples, we're running 4-3 and sometimes we're running 3-4. That's what I'm listening for. Multiples.
But I think if we go to 3-4, I think it was a crazy mistake to let Golston walk. He played.
No, that's fair.
He played in the 3-4 at Iowa. Iowa's one of the few college teams that actually run a 3-4. Mm-hmm. And he went to the Giants. So now we're going to see if coaching really
Corner, who do you see at nose tackle then at 3-4 if he ran that formation?
Say it with me. You ready? Osa Odigizua.
Oh shit! They're gonna give up 300 yards a game.
Talking about ask the nose tackle.
You know, nose tackles get a guard in the center, right?
Look,
sometimes both guards in the center for a half a second.
Look, he got paid. It's time for him to earn his paper. All right.
I don't think
if they run multiple, it's multiple. They ain't going to consistently run 3-4. They're going to change things up. But in a certain package that the offense gives to Matt Eberflus, he's going to call that in, and Osa Odigizua was going to shine, and I can't wait.
Hey, look, brother. I hope he lights it up this year, man.
The crazy thing is, our linebackers fit more of a 3-4, but our D line doesn't.
I can agree with that.
Well, hold up.
Well, they do.
Well, hold on, because if we go 3-4, right? Let's talk about our four linebackers. Two of them are going to be rushers, technically, right? So let's. We got Overshown. He could be a 3-4 guy. You look at Ezeraku, because their job is to do what? Stand up, don't put their hands in the dirt, and go.
But saying Overshown, they're saying like Thanksgiving he might show back up.
Well, I use Overshown for an example, but you look at Ezeraku, you look at Micah Parsons,
and Sam Williams. You got to throw.
And what's the name?
I would leave Sam Williams as an end versus an outside linebacker.
Do you move Nealon down to D tackle in the 3-4?
Yeah. He
Who?
had-
Nealon.
Neil. He'll be one. He'll be
yeah.
one of the ends.
He would be one of the ends in the 3-4. Absolutely.
Because to me, I will have what's the name from UCLA? The big kid.
Oh yeah, the big
Jay
tackle guy.
Torre. Jay Torre.
Him. I have him, and God
He's like
forbid,
240.
Mozzie Smith as the nose.
Gonna give up 300
That's last
yards a
resort.
game.
That's the last resort.
I'm gonna keep it funky with you guys. I don't think Mozzie is a starter this year.
I hope
I don't
not.
think so either.
I don't think Matt Eberflus is gonna put up with those shenanigans, bro. If I don't love football, and then if you beat Mozzie, he gets in his own head, and as he starts playing like doo doo, Matt Eberflus ain't gonna stand for that.
You know what? Benching him for a year or making him come off the bench for a year might give him what he needs to get his shit together.
You know what? They should have done that 2 seasons, or 2 seasons, the last 2 seasons.
They did it his first year. He didn't start.
Yeah, but last year they put him in there, I guess, because they had too many
You
injuries.
ain't had no choice. He played off
Right.
necessity.
I think if you see him playing a lot in the preseason, that's gonna make you might
Kind of
have-
turn to see
He's in
what's going to
competition.
happen.
We got to monitor a snap count. Is what we got to do. If we
that's
see a lot of rotation there, there's competition.
The sad part is, I think if we went to the 3-4 right now, I think the weakest part would be our 5 techs. As crazy as that sounds.
Yeah, I don't think Corner's saying that we're gonna run 3-4 predominantly.
like he's saying-
No, it's going to be 4-3. Yeah, they're going to mix it up.
Multiples. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be listening to every Matt Eberflus freaking press conference.
I haven't been following nothing. All I heard was the
if-
Figs.
If you go 3-4 in obvious passing situations, which gets you most pass rushers on the field for you, I can see that.
Was was his contract completely guaranteed or no?
80% of it.
80.
I was
You talking about Ezeraku or Booker?
is it
Ezeraku.
because Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns pretty much ruined the draft for everybody. They started guaranteeing in round 2 draft picks, and now
Well, I don't think that carries over because fucking Deshaun Watson has a fully guaranteed contract. Kirk Cousins' contract was guaranteed, and the league is like, they're not keeping that shit going.
well, we'll see what happens. But I just don't see a lot of other teams doing it. Do we know how much?
The Bengals is the one that you got to be worried about because they got their first round draft pick still isn't signed. They holding the line on him.
Oh, he's training back in Texas too.
He's back at College Station.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I mean, he can sit out a year. If he sits out a year, he goes back
And re-enter the draft. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think he can play football though. I think he's done with football.
Has
for
that
college.
been done? Has that ever been done before or done recently? Or first
That's
round
what
draft
I
pick?
thought. I've heard guys say,
I don't remember. Mm-mm.
but I've never seen anyone go back to college.
Now, a question, and I don't know who knows it. If the season starts and he doesn't, they do the supplemental draft. Can he get drafted in the supplemental draft?
They did away with
Uh-uh.
that.
He's
They
got to
did
go all the
away
way
with-
back. Oh, they
They
got
did
rid of
Yeah,
it.
he has to start over, and then he has to redo all the draft stuff again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a fucking commitment because you don't know how you're gonna get drafted next year.
And next year is a heavy quarterback draft.
And he has to watch his entire weight for an entire year with no sports.
And he's not going to be able to do combine, senior bowls, or none of that stuff.
But I heard he's back at college though, practicing.
Yeah,
The rumors.
Yeah, no, he's there. I seen
I
a
don't think
picture
he
of
can
him.
play. I don't think he can play though.
He can't play college ball. No.
No, yes, he can.
No, once you
I
declare
don't-
for the draft, you're done.
Yeah,
You
once you
can't go
declare
back.
for the once you declare, you're done.
Yeah.
But y'all so you can sit out and
But then why would he go back to college then?
He's probably just training there.
He's just working out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just working out. He ain't hitting no books and he ain't hitting no team, but he's doing individual drills and stuff.
That is gutsy as fuck, though. What they're trying to do, what the Bengals are trying to do, is fuck him over. So I
Do we
understand
know
that part.
What the Bengals are trying to do to him? Like,
They're trying to put in his contract that if he gets in trouble, the second day of his contract, all his guarantees are voided for the entire rest of his contract.
then
That's never been done in a contract.
that's what I was going to say. Did they do that to Burrow or Chase?
It's never been done in the history of the NFL. Nobody they've had guarantees for that year. If you screw up in 2025, they can void 2025 guarantees. But to be able to void 4 or 5 years is crazy.
Then
Dude.
you have off the field issues for them to do that.
He had
These-
zero. He had zero off the field issues.
I read an article about a month ago, and maybe y'all seen the same article. But Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones panicked, and that's why Dak was signed. And originally, they were not going to sign Dak. What happened was the Browns did it with Deshaun Watson, a lot of guaranteed. Kirk Cousins, a lot of guarantees. And then Patrick Mahomes had a lot of guarantees. Like, they were scared that these quarterbacks were going to get like 100% guaranteed contracts. So that's why they snuck in that back door, the 11th hour, and they signed Dak Prescott so he wouldn't get his contract fully guaranteed.
I'm curious, and I'm gonna try to research this over the next week for next Friday. I wonder what the percentage is. Has it grown up? What is it? Close to 70-80% now guaranteed?
It's a lot.
Versus it was probably 50-60%,
Look at Kirk
ago.
Cousins. His contracts were 100% guaranteed, more than 90% of his contracts.
He's on his third contract that's fully guaranteed. Both Vikings with contracts and the one in Atlanta.
They were scared that these teams were going to start this whole 100% guaranteed thing. Jerry said, nope, we're signing Dak to this.
If Patrick
it was
Mahomes
Steven, but-
isn't the first one to get a fully guaranteed contract, none of them should have.
You know what's going to happen though? Like if you see Purdy go out this year and shit the bed, you're going to see teams, I think, like start to be like, maybe
That's what you need, because when Zeke went out there and after his contract and he fell off a cliff, it reset the entire running back market. They didn't want to pay running backs after that.
Well, the running back market was never growing. I mean,
Zeke got $20 million a year.
But let me finish. It wasn't growing. Jerry fooled himself and thought he was resetting the market. That's why all these other running backs were pissed, because their money wasn't matching Zeke's. Nobody got close to Zeke money after Jerry made that contract. That was one of the most ridiculous contracts. Even this Dak contract looks less ridiculous than the Zeke contract.
Yeah, that was probably one of his.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you had running backs leaving teams because they wanted Zeke money.
Yep.
Let me ask you this: if you're a young running back coming into the league, let's say you was first, second, third round, right? And your first year, you had 1,000 yards, maybe 12 touchdowns. Would you, with your agent, try to renegotiate your contract to get more money?
You can't.
Paying until 3 years.
You got to be 3 years in the league as a rookie.
3 years completed. 3 years completed.
And the kid that the Raiders just drafted, Gentry, whatever the kid's name was, he got his contract fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. His
Running back?
Yeah.
The kid from Boise State.
Yeah, he went to the Raiders.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so it was like 42 million, 43 million.
See, cause they gonna run the hell out of them.
Yeah, we was this off topic, but we was at dinner yesterday, and fucking Pete Carroll came and sat next to us. It was eating with his family, just chance meeting. Pete Carroll looks old as shit on TV. He does not. He looks like he's 50 in person. It's crazy how old he looks when he's out there coaching on the field.
No shit.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool as shit. Took pictures with my kids because my one son, unfortunately, the fucking city brainwashed him and made him a Raiders fan. You know, they brought all the players to the school and gave out merchandise and everything and all of that.
Not trying to get personal here on the show, but how old is your son?
He's 12.
So check this out. My daughter just turned 11. When we were getting our ass spanked by the Lions last year, my daughter sat on the couch trying to be she met Dak. She's been to drafts. She's been to training camps. She's been to games. I'm trying to look, this is the best thing ever. She sat on that couch. She turned her head. She looked at me with the ass whooping that we were getting. She goes, "Dad, are you sure this is the team we want to root for?"
Mm,
It is
Yep.
so hard to convince this next generation, these Gen Alphas, to cheer for America's team. It's so hard. It is
Is
so hard.
It's the
it's
craziest.
hard, man.
It's the craziest thing because my son, he went to Cowboy games and all types of. We got family members that play for the Cowboys, and he's like, "Nah, I'm cool."
Crazy.
Hey,
Hey, you know what?
Here, though.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. What can change this 30-year curse?
I got this answer. This
Coaching.
changes. It's more than coaching. Look at the Washington Commanders / Redskins. What turned that team around? They had to get rid of Dan Snyder first. Then they got rid of a holdover coach, and the culture changed there, and they became a winning organization again. It's not going to change until Jerry. And the bad part is, we're more likely going to change like the Raiders did, where the idiot son took over, just like we're going to have an idiot son take over and continue the same bullshit. But they got rid of Dan Snyder in Washington. They got rid of the head coach, brought in a whole new view of the team organization, and they got them back on track. It's going to take a change all the way at the top.
I think it's going to be worse with Steven.
I can see it.
Go ahead, Corner.
What's the question?
How can the Cowboys change this 30-year curse of not getting past the divisional round?
Oh, it's coaching. It's coaching. I mean, you look at our losses, man. I mean, with the 49ers, with Green Bay, you know, besides, you can go down the list since the Cowboys have been in the Super Bowl. I mean, you look at 2006, Romo not holding the snap, right? I mean, what the hell? Why would your starting quarterback be the placeholder, right? Coaching. You look at 2007, Cabo. Coaching. You know, you should tell your players don't do stupid shit, right? Fast forward to 2009. Brett Favre kicked our ass. We got outplayed. We got outcoached.
No, that wasn't Brett Favre. That was Rodgers.
No, Brett Favre.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. He was Minnesota. That's right.
Yeah. We got outcoached. We got outplayed. You know, whatever. Brett Favre whooped our ass. So that was 2009. Then we didn't see the playoffs till 2014. Hey, we our luck was against us there. Catch, no catch. It is what it is. Lick your wounds. There's no excuses there. All right. But you go back to that first game when we played the Lions before the catch, no catch. Our line, as good as we talk about them, our line was they were getting Romo killed in that Lions game. All right.
Was that the pass interference, no pass interference game?
Right. Yes. That our line was getting smacked in the face. Okay. So that's 2014. Then you go to 2016, rookie quarterback, rookie whatever. It is what it is. We got our ass whipped by Aaron Rodgers. Okay. So coaching wasn't prepared for that. So then you go, God dog, I'm doing all our playoffs, ain't I? Then you go 2018, we couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the run, right? I mean, they just knocked us smooth in the mouth. And then
2019.
We went to the playoffs back-to-back, 2018, 2019.
I know. Over that year, they beat Seattle, but then they ended up losing to the Rams.
That's 2018. That's 2018.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then we didn't see the playoffs again to 21, 22, 23. And we got out-coached and outplayed all 3 of those years. Okay? So you take all that, all the way dating back to 2006 till now. 20 years. It's coaching. It is absolute coaching. Not prepared. Not physical enough. Not motivated. Going to Cabo, dropping footballs, not being disciplined, being penalized in that 2021 game against the 49ers, right? A lot of penalties. It boils down to discipline, and it boils down to coaching. If we can get some real fucking men in here, we would have had multiple Super Bowls.
But you notice I still say it's the Joneses because look at it. This is our 3rd different defensive coordinator in 3 years. How do you draft? Like, how do you have a game plan? Because we all know guys like different people. This is the 3rd DC in 3 years.
That's true. Too.
Uncensored. This question's for you because I know you're a cap guy. Follow me for a second. Let's just say Dak gets a $200 million. A player gets a $200 million contract. $100 million is guaranteed. Now it's a 4-year deal. That player plays 2 years. He got his first $100 million. He gets cut. The other $100 million just floating around out there. It's in salary cap land. It's not, the player never got it and Jerry never paid it. Am I right or am I wrong? Because I know you know the cap.
Partially. So the moment they sign the contract, that money is due to the player, the guaranteed money, signing bonus money.
Yes.
So that actually goes in escrow. Jerry Jones has to write a check for that, and they put it into an escrow account to pay out to the player. So if he plays 2 years out of 4, that means he's collected, because the signing bonus is split up equally over each year of the contract. So if he played 2 years, he's going to get whatever his salary cap is plus $50 million of the guaranteed money. If he is cut or injured, he gets the other $50 million over the next 2 years of the contract.
Okay, then if that's the case, why is not every single contract guaranteed? If this guy is going to get the money regardless, why isn't every contract guaranteed?
Well, and that's the argument that the players have. It's not about the dollar value. It's always about the guaranteed money, because that is the insurance policy. The reason Zeke stayed on this team as long as he did is because of how much money he was still guaranteed on this contract. The moment it becomes indicative where they can save money, like Diggs is gone next year, they could save $12 million on his number. They're going to cut him. They're going to save that $12 million because most of his guaranteed money is going to be paid, and it's all just salary. So they're going to end up cutting him. And so if they try to make Diggs play next year, I guarantee you Diggs will hold out and try to get a contract extension so that he had guaranteed money. As soon as the guaranteed money is gone out of the contracts, that is when they start holding out and wanting to get renegotiated.
Oh, Diggs is gone. Diggs is gone. There's
Diggs is
turmoil
gone.
there.
You save $14 million next year by cutting Steele. They're going to cut him.
Yeah. Oh, it's
just the money part. It seems like they paid the wrong players at the wrong time too.
Well, and this is you got a blessing and a curse, because you got Dak Prescott at $60 million, you got CD at 35. Let's just say Parsons, let's give him the exact same number as TJ, 41. They just what's the team that just re-signed their guard for like 24 million or something?
the Chiefs.
The Chiefs. So you got to pay. So Tyler Smith is going to want somewhere around that number.
He's going to want more.
Let's just put him at 25. So you got 60, 35, 41, and 25 in 4 players. You still got Bland. You got to make a decision on Ferguson. Your kicker is going to be somewhere around $9 million, if not more.
We're doomed. We are doomed cap-wise.
Yeah, you just got to. Some of these players have to go.
And no, go ahead.
They have to learn how to do contracts. The Eagles do the contracts right.
Yeah.
They can sign whoever the hell they want. They can go trade for whoever the hell they want, because they know how to say, okay, Savage, I'm going to sign you to this 4-year deal, but guess what? On the front end, I'm paying you light. All right, you're only going to make $10 million this year. Then next year you might make 15, and then the next year you're going to make 40, and then the next year you're going to make 50, and that's your contract, right? But see, the guarantees, as Uncensored just put it, those guarantees hit in the front end lightly, right? So by the time they're at the end of that contract, they can cut them and save a lot of money on the cap because their front end guarantees were already paid.
It's funny you brought up the Eagles. There was a video going around of Tyler Booker shadow boxing in the rain, and the same day there's a video going out of Lane Johnson, the Philadelphia right tackle. You ever see those strongman competitions where they kind of like, it kind of looks like they're like walking with a car? Like,
yeah.
He's walking with 725 pounds on his back. 20 yards this way, 20 yards that way. And that's a tackle that's been in this league like a decade.
Lane Johnson did that?
Yeah, it's on Twitter. And I'm like, and our tackle's shadow boxing in the rain. And he's been in the league like a decade.
Yeah, I was looking at I don't know, it was a couple of months ago. I was looking at Philly's salary cap numbers. The way they're structuring their deals is they're planning for a massive jump in the salary cap with the new television deal that's coming up in 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, you can have Netflix, Amazon.
Because in 2 years, their salary cap, they're going to be in salary cap hell. They've done what Corner said. They've loaded up the back of these contracts to the point where they're going to end up having to cut a lot of players if they don't get the numbers that they're expecting from the TV deal.
But see, this is where the Dallas Cowboys fuck up. It ain't that. Yes, they've loaded it on the back end, but what else have they done? They restructured those motherfuckers, so they put a lot of that salary cap on a credit card. Credit cards payments due at the end of that contract, on top of their guarantees.
They have like 15 draft picks in 2026.
Yeah. I don't know.
How many, Savage?
Like 15.
The Cowboys just got to get very proactive and aggressive and stop waiting till contract years to start even picking up the phone. They got to get ahead of the game with these guys.
Yeah. And I think
anybody want to answer that question right there?
What do you think wound up being the nose tackle? If I would think if it's not Mozzie, it's got to be the Samoan out of UCLA, Jay Toya. I would think.
I agree.
I don't know.
Yeah, I agree too.
He's 342 pounds.
And those
you got to be
those Samoans can move, man.
You got to be a strong fucker to play nose tackle in the NFL, man.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. It's
like I don't even think to have NFL players are not weak. None of them, even including Mozzie. It's just some of these dudes got superhuman fucking strength. And when you got two of them pushing on you got to be a fucking David and Goliath type situation.
Dude,
the whole nose tackle in the NFL.
Have y'all ever seen Tyron Smith in person?
Oh yeah,
I could imagine.
That's not even that is a beast. His arms are probably
they calf.
God.
Yeah,
like
hamstrings.
They're probably
he's soft.
Probably a yard and a half long.
Well, they say those things are knee braces that he has.
Right, they're
knee braces.
I'm talking about his shoulder from his arms. They go all the way past his knee. His fingertips are past his knee.
There's the crazy part. Yo, there's a kid now at USC. Yo, Elijah Page, his name is. He's going to be the next great USC left tackle. Real quick for Dog Pound, Jay Toya, he made my top 50 sleeper list, but he didn't make my rankings, my DT rankings. He just made my sleeper list.
Yeah, Dog Pound. Players hold weight differently.
Yeah. You know who else was huge? Dorrance Armstrong. That dude was massive.
And you know what? You know what else is massive as well? You remember Marcus Spears?
Oh yeah.
Marcus.
Man, I stood next to him at the airport. Man, I look like a little kid compared to him.
Yeah.
And I'm 6'2".
Wow. I didn't think of that too.
So some of those players, and that's what I'm saying. Like, so you got to have those trenches, man.
The two widest people I've ever seen in my life was Larry Allen, and then was a Mr. Olympia, this guy Dorian Yates. Larry Allen makes a refrigerator like wide on width. Look, and you know who like freaked me out? Vinny Testaverde. I couldn't believe he was that tall. He was a legit 6'5", if not. I was like.
You know who I was shocked to see that was actually pretty damn stout, and he don't look stout on TV? Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett got some arms on him. He was muscled up. I was like, that's JG when I toured the Star.
He was looking out the
All
big
that
window
clapping,
on the
man.
practice
He
field.
built those muscles up for clapping.
Dude, I was like, that's a big dude. Jason Garrett's buff.
Loud ass claps. That's what he was working on.
I know I'm showing my age. Matt Millen, he was big dude. Otis Anderson was a big ass running back. Harry Carson, LT, not a big dude. If you looked at LT, you would be like, yo, I can block him.
Man, even Tony Dorsett at his age is still stout.
He just had such a pretty running style, man. He glided, man.
And I'm Ed 2000 Jones. Yeah, that fool. Yeah, he tall.
I know you're my age. Do you remember when he quit football to become in the time of his career to be a boxer?
Yeah.
He took 3 years off to become a boxer. I remember watching this as a kid. I'm like, why is he boxing?
Yeah.
He went back.
He wouldn't have done it with today's salaries.
Yeah, no, you're right.
No.
It's a whole different ball game now.
He actually came back to play better.
The fact, he might have actually helped his body.
The training.
The training. Listen, the fact that Ed Harvey Martin, and we could go down a long list of Cowboys that are not in the Hall of Fame, is just it's criminal.
Yeah.
To answer that question, I think their standard package is going to be nickel. I just think
that's what I'm thinking. 4-5.
Yeah, because if you look at the linebackers, I don't know what your starting lineup looks like outside of Murray and Luafau. Because who's going to step up and be the third guy while Overshown's gone? So that's why I think nickel's going to be their standard.
Who's your starting nickel corner?
I think it's going to be Deron Bland.
Who's gonna be your starting defensive backs?
Well, you're gonna have Bland. You're gonna have Ravel if he can stay healthy. You're gonna have Carson, who I'm totally against. We'll see what Carson does bouncing back week 2. We'll see where Josh Butler's at. Maybe it'll be between Josh Butler and Carson for that battle. Then you're gonna have Malik Hooker, and you're gonna have oh God, he just got Y.A. Thomas.
Yeah.
I think that those are your 5 backs.
What's y'all? Do y'all have confidence in this secondary? Look for them to come back from their injuries to play like they were before. With this medical staff that the Cowboys have.
If you're gonna say law of averages, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I would say no. What's the best case scenario? 2 out of the 4 maybe come back to 100%. You would think Bland would have the most incentive. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I'm not gonna, man. I do not trust this the Cowboys medical staff.
No one does, not even their own players.
But they don't have in their contracts that they can't go to their own doctor. I mean, or he was rehabbing. But I would think I would want my own doctor to
look at get second opinion besides the Cowboys medical staff. Because they think that they own the.
We all know the team's doctor is going to say what favors the team.
Mm-hmm.
Not what favors you. You know, I would think. I mean, I don't know, but then again, all these college kids, they seem to be smart and go to the Cowboys doctor. You know, so I don't know. I have no idea, man.
Maybe by reputation, I don't know either.
It used to be a guy, Will Andrews. I know his last name was Andrews, and he was in the South. That's where all the football players and wrestlers used to go to. Andrews. I guess maybe he must have retired. He was the man. All the wrestlers, all the football players.
Oh, you heard about Buff Bagwell?
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was fake at first, and then he said he got into an accident in 2020, and he's had 41 knee surgeries since then.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got a knee left after 41 of them? Shit.
The way he said it was, I didn't notice. He goes, but your actual kneecap is the most important part of your knee. His got crushed in the accident, and they gave him like all these surgeries, and they kept on giving him knee replacements. But when they give you a knee replacement, they still put your kneecap, your old one, back in there. And he kept on getting staph infections and everything. And he was in the hospital at one point for like 3 months straight. And that was a string of like 21 or 24 surgeries. And then it got to the point where I guess he just said he doesn't want it. But the worst part about it is, like, I've read that, and this sounds crazy, but when you get something amputated, either you go to the doctor or it happens bad in an accident. I hear and I've read now you don't have it on you, but your brain still thinks it does. So you have pain in a limb that's not there no more.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
That sounds.
Let me ask you guys
My
this.
sister had both her legs amputated.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, see.
Whoa.
Diabetes.
Damn.
Yeah, it happened to my great uncle too.
Did it stop at the legs?
It ended up killing her.
oh
Damn.
God.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Because
She
usually
never
once
made
it
it out of
starts,
the
it don't
hospital.
stop. Yeah, when it starts, it don't stop. Let me ask you guys a question, not to change the subject so fast on something sensitive like that. If we were to go dime, who are the four corners?
Diggs, Butler, Carson.
No. Diggs ain't coming back till October. So you mean to tell me we can't run dime till October? That's why I'm saying our defense is going to be nickel.
So you got no 4 wide defense? You got to run dime against 4 wide.
Who's your corner? You trust Elam?
I mean, the only thing you can do is Bland or Wale, Carson, and Bland.
Wait.
Or Wale, Carson, and Butler.
Wale ain't here no more. Wale gone. Or Wale is gone.
What about playing Marquise Bell as a corner?
Ooh.
That kid Elam, I guess. I guess would be the kid from Buffalo.
What's up with your
Yeah,
draft
Elam.
pick? You got your draft pick. How bad was the setback?
For Revel? I think Revel. I think you got Bland, Revel,
But
Butler,
Carson. That's it.
Carson. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that dime package.
But
Joe.
Carson on a number 4? You don't trust him on a 4?
Revel tore his knee like
Then he shouldn't even be on the team then.
the last couple. He shouldn't be. When your secondary is that banged up, he tore his knee like the last week of September. So like I think you're rushing this kid back, man. You know, and now they're saying setbacks. That's why I was just so pissed that day.
What would setbacks be? Fluid in the knee? Like what would a setback be?
Like pieces floating around? You know,
So you have to get a scope.
Yeah, if they haven't said they went in for a scope or a second or a cleanup, then I don't know if it's that.
Well, remember when Anthony Spencer went in for a cleanup and his ass went on injury reserve? It was supposed to be a 2-week deal. No, it was supposed to be a 1-week deal, and his ass went to IR.
Did it turn into microfracture? Didn't he have to get like?
I think
Yeah,
so.
he did.
It was something crazy.
Yeah. It's like they put like little needles in your knee to try to regrow the bone.
Yeah, that's degenerative. That's crazy. Though.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a fan of the Revel pick. Can he turned out to be great? Yeah, but I just thought that was a luxury pick.
But just don't rush him though. I agree with you. Just don't rush him. If he's gonna be that quality type of player, don't rush him.
Yeah, and
Dude, this dime package shit is really fucking me up. Can we not run dime till Dick gets back?
and the sad part is the new injuries hasn't even happened, like the training camp injuries, the preseason injuries, because there's gonna be at least 1 or 2. I mean, I don't want no one to get hurt, but I mean, what did Sam Williams blow his knee out just running down the field doing?
It was the first day of training camp, if I'm not mistaken.
special teams.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was special teams walkthrough.
Diggs tore his ACL on the 7-on-7 drill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In practice on a fucking Wednesday.
Yep.
I'm so I don't. I'm not a 7-on-7 fan. I don't know.
Do we have a safety that is capable of covering a corner?
That's the question. That's my question.
That can get you through dime for a little while.
I don't know. I don't think Marquise Bell. He was a linebacker
He's
converted
more
back to safety,
linebacker than corner. Yeah.
and then I don't trust Wilson. I think he's too physical. Maybe it's Y.A. Thomas. Maybe Y.A. Thomas can cover a guy.
Yeah, I can see Thomas because he got the body for it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Did we bring in any corners outside of the draft pick this offseason?
Oh, yeah, remember they traded for that kid from Buffalo?
Elam. Yeah.
Elam, yeah.
From Buffalo, yeah.
If they don't think he can cover the fourth best wide receiver on another team, then he shouldn't be on this team.
Mukuamu can play corner.
Israel?
That's
Yeah, Andrew McCombo.
Israel Mukuamu.
he just looks very awkward out there at corner. I guess it's his length. Maybe he's too tall.
He played corner in college.
It's on.
Yeah, Mukuamu played corner. So Mukuamu got drafted, right? You know, they give you the sound bites to draft picks when they get drafted. He told Jerry Jones, "You just drafted the best corner in the draft." They said, "Oh, okay, your ass is going to be a safety."
We did the same thing to Byron Jones, though. It's like we always love switching people. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I just feel like you should draft players that have played that position in college,
Mhm.
play in the NFL.
And
Everything does
and,
not need to be a project.
and draft players that's gonna fit whatever system you in, and stop changing your system.
well, yeah, three different defenses. You know, and that doesn't help the players either.
Mhm.
They're defensive they have to learn. And how do you like? Yo, the Steelers have had the same defense for the last 50 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I don't know, man. It's
Mhm.
some people just, I think, make it to be more difficult than it has to be, if that makes sense.
But thank God I went and looked past my time more than 9:30. So, any last thoughts?
Who you want to go first?
Since you go first.
That's thoughts. Ready for training camp to see what this new coaching staff is going to institute.
Mhm.
That's pretty much it. I'm in a wait and see to see how they're going to implement new offense and new defense and see what this depth chart looks like after a couple weeks of training camp.
Yeah. What about you, Corner?
Look, when we bought this house, it was called a smoke tree. Google it if you need to Google it. This thing was deader than dirt. I told my wife, I said, the first thing I'm going to do whenever we buy this house, that tree got to go. It's dead, right? The last owners poisoned it. Well, it was a rental house, and they poisoned it, but the owner lives next door, right here. This house right here is the lady that sold us the house. I went outside to start knocking this bitch down, right? This tree. And it's not a very big tree. She left for vacation this weekend. My daughter's watering her flowers while she's gone. I said, now's the perfect opportunity for me to take this damn tree out. Dude, this thing was so dead. I got an axe. I chopped everything down to about this much stud, right? And it's probably like that wide. Dude, I dug around the roots to chop them down. Dude, after I got to the third root chopped down, I was able to just push it out of the ground. Completely dead. Dude, these neighbors, all these, and I'm not racist, all these white folks watching this Mexican, their jaw just dropped when the whole tree stump just moved. How the hell did he do that? Literally, they know the tree was deader than shit. But, dude, I don't know how she's going to react. Her uncle planted that tree back in the 80s.
Damn. Well, if
It
it's
was
dead, it's dead.
It was dead.
She sold you it. You can do whatever you want with it.
Right,
you know?
Yeah.
but
Or else
No, and so she went full landlord mode on me when my first attempt to knock this bitch down. She was like, "What are you doing? That's a beautiful tree." I thought she was being sarcastic because I'm looking at a dead tree, so I start chuckling a little bit. I was like, "Yeah, it sure is." You know, I made that kind of comment, and she goes, "No, really, that's a nice tree." And I was like, "All right, I'll give it a year and see what it looks like." Dude, the tree didn't even grow a leaf on it.
Yeah, it's
And so I started just because this neighbor used to run the college here in town. So, and she was a therapist. So she brings him food and stuff. So like I started like breaking branches to show her like, hey, pay attention. This motherfucker's dead. And when you go on vacation, it's gone. I had that tree up and gone in an hour. Crazy. That's my final thoughts.
Okay.
Well,
What about you?
you should have seen these white folks though. They were blown away that this whole fucking this one Mexican knocked down this whole damn tree.
the best thing to do with the stump usually is you get a 55-gallon drum, cut out the bottom, and then you put it over the stump, and then you just start a fire.
Oh no, I got my chimenea, dude. That motherfucker's gonna be winter wood for marshmallows this summer or this winter.
I just hope nobody gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't think I think we're lacking depth at so many positions, and camp hasn't even started. So I just hope that there's no injuries. Because this team, I mean, it's sad to say, but I think if this team gets like 2 or 3 injuries, I mean, we're looking like really bad. So just hope no one gets hurt.
Yeah. Well, my final thought, all the talking is done. I pray the Jones boys get out of the way, let this coaching staff do what they need to do to set this team back on, back on track. But if they can't do it, we'll, like I said, it's too early, but you gotta wait and see. Wait a minute, hold up.
Talking crazy tomorrow, y'all. Talking crazy tomorrow. We're back.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, Sean, we about to head on out.
Sorry, man.
We just gave final thoughts.
I was
Yeah.
working, man. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah,
Just been a busy couple of weeks. It's going to be a busy couple of months for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, but we got Talking Crazy tomorrow night, guys.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you guys on Talking Crazy then.
Okay.
Peace.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yeah.